Anderson for her point.
Thank you. Based on Article 195 out, that it would have been more appropriate for Mr. Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, to address this House according to Article 144, an article which was specifically designed to debate violations of human rights, democracy, and the rule of law, which is clearly the case with Mr. Trudeau. Then again, a Prime Minister who openly admires the Chinese basic dictatorship, who tramples on fundamental rights by persecuting and criminalizing his own citizens as terrorists just because they dared to stand up to his perverted concept of democracy, should not be allowed to speak in this House at all. Mr. Trudeau, you are a disgrace for any democracy. Please spare us your presence. Thank you.
Alexa Lavoie for Rebel News, and today I have the chance to meet in person Christine Anderson, as she is currently touring across Canada to meet some truckers and their supporters who were involved in the Freedom Convoy in February 2022. This huge protest, which lasts about 3 weeks in downtown Ottawa, where people from across Canada came together to ask the Liberal federal government to lift all mandates that was hurting people's life and freedom. Unfortunately, instead of speaking with his own citizen who disagree with him, Justin Trudeau did prefer to invoke on February 14, 2022, a martial law, the Emergencies Act. This act provided tools to the police enforcement and government to use the extreme power to dismantle the demonstration. Anderson has come to Canada with open arms to hear the story of the people who suffered from this tyranny. Surprisingly, the leader of the Conservative Party of Canada, Pierre Poilievre, did condemn Christine Anderson via a statement posted on Twitter by the political columnist for the Toronto Sun, Brian Lilley. The statement say, Christine Anderson's views are vile and have no place in our politics. The MP were not aware of this visiting member of European Parliament opinion, and they regret meeting with her. Frankly, it would be better if Anderson never visit Canada in the first place. She and her racist, hateful views are not welcome here. I had a full interview with her regarding the response to the criticism of Pierre Poilievre. The link is on the bio. But today, I wanted to speak with Madame Anderson regarding some issues happening around the world. The insect-based diet being approved by the European Union, the 15-minute cities, digital ID, and so on. She has a strong opinion on what the whole world is turning to.
The people have been lied to. It was a gigantic lie. And on this lie, everything that governments, especially in the Western democracies, did to infringe on people's rights, to take away their freedom, to lock them in their homes, imposing curfews, all of this was based on that gigantic lie.
Today, she gives us an exclusive interview, and if you want to help us, don't forget to contribute to help our journalism at rebelfieldreports.com, and it's all because of you that all this is possible. We know that the European Parliament and the European Union actually did approve the insect-based diet. Do that concern you?
Yes, it does. So, yeah, EU Parliament went into effect January 24th that you can actually add bugs in certain foods and diets. And for now, that's at least what they say. They have to label the foods where they did do so. But how long do you really think this is going to be the case? So sooner or later, and we see, little steps everywhere, they will actually get us on a full buck diet, and that is really concerning, and the people should take this very seriously, because that is just another indication of their utter contempt for the people. I mean, they will continue to eat their steaks, make no mistake about that. But you know, the peasants, if you want, yeah, they will be left with eating bugs. And once again, the parties in power and all the PMs around the world, the elected governments, they should really take a hard look at what they're doing, and instead of running around and calling their citizens right-wing extremists and, you know, what have you not, all of these labels they slander the people with, they should really take a hard look at themselves, what they are doing, because they are actually the ones trying to enslave and impoverish all the people.
Mm-hmm. Do you see a lot of opposition about the fact that they now introduce the base diet insect from, I don't know, agricultural producer or farmers or other people involved?
Yeah, you do see that. I mean, look in the Netherlands, you know, a lot of farmers, they have or will have to give up, you know, up to 50% of their cattle. They cannot farm their land anymore, have to relocate. Only then to find out where they relocated, they won't be able to farm the land either. So, yeah, we're talking about depriving us of our food supply. I mean, you know, Marie Antoinette at least, you know, considered us to be worthy of eating cake, and now we're, you know, at eating bugs. And once again, I mean, yeah, but, you know, go right ahead and call me a Nazi. Anyone not being in opposition, and I don't see any opposition to that among the elected governments right now. No, anyone not in opposition to that is actually, are actually exactly the people that are trying to oppress people, impoverish them, and yeah, eventually enslave them. And that's pretty much where they want us.
Mm-hmm. And what is your thought on the 15-minute city?
15-minute city. Oh, isn't that just brilliant? And they make it sound so beautifully. You know, we get to save the planet, and it's for our convenience, of course. And just think, you know, to have everything in reach. But look behind that, you know, what does that actually mean? Well,
unfortunately, again, YouTube is too sensitive to certain topic. So I cannot show you the full video, but if you want to watch it, go and click on the link in the description. You will be able to see the full interview with Christine Anderson, and you don't want to miss that. So please go and click on the link below. Cheers.